Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and I just had to switch gear because the battery was empty with my spare phone. And funny though, it caused some wrath for me because I was really angry. I didn't check, right? And I was like, why is the battery empty? So we got this far, okay? And then see. Okay. Okay. What I'm getting with this is, I think that you are currently just trying to figure out how to get yourself out of or get access to somehow a situation that feels a little bit better for you. And the funny thing is, though, when the teamwork card came on the table, I first was very hesitant. I really was hesitant. I was just like, no. It's like the fierce will to do it alone, right? With your own nose. It's this you want to do it somehow alone, right? But why is that? Is this in our nature? That's the thing that wants maybe to be looked at, because this came out in the reverse, so it's a creation that is not being created. Is it that? This is the creation card. So when it comes in the reverse, it's this, you're maybe not wanting to do teamwork just because you want to figure it out yourself. Somehow, it's this, well, the energy, is that a good energy? I don't know. It's just this feeling of, I want to do it myself. Everybody else has done it themselves too, somehow, right? And you want to do it yourself as well, somehow. But what do you want to do? That's the question, right? Creation? Clearly there is, for you, the will to somehow heal and cleanse yourself from some energies that you don't want to have around. And it's a bit of a angry energy also, right? Why is it so? I mean, it's nice. Teamwork can be very nice, right? Teamwork can be very refreshing, and it's the opposite of isolation somehow, but maybe not. Maybe you are. Maybe you feel like you are in a team and you would prefer to work alone because it feels a little bit, you know, it's always this having to consider others that you don't like about this, I think. Or maybe also the thing of, well, I do it myself because then I know what I'm getting into somehow. But does this work all the time? That's the question. That's on the table somehow. Okay, so I think what this just wants to look at is that you are having a fierce stand of independence. It's this, I want to do this myself. But still there's something coming in that is really changing things up for you. So maybe you are, oh yeah, that's this, okay. Maybe you are in this situation where you are creating, but somehow, I don't know, it feels like very hard work somehow. Well, if you are creating and creating and creating and creating and creating and nothing comes out of it, that's hard work. right? It's a very, it feels like maybe you're doing something and you don't see the success just yet. But it feels to me that something is coming in for you that washes the whole situation from your face somehow. In a good way. Communication. So it might not be a creation of some sorts. I'm also getting this trying to get something sorted, like paying a loan or something like that, you know, where you are like really, you know, when you look at what you should do and maybe you don't know what to do and you are just, I'm really feeling a very angry energy with this wrath, right? Wrath of what should I fucking do to get myself out of this, right? To get access to your own, to the solution somehow, right? But that's the issue, right? Because you're sitting in the problem all the time. It's this, you're sitting in the problem and you're looking at it and looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. It's really repetitive and you're looking at it and you're getting angry because you're looking at it and it just, right? But so the guidance is to have access to your somehow weird banana self. Oh, it's about joy, you know, letting joy in somehow, joy for yourself. You know, when you're getting frustrated because you look at the problem for too long, this doesn't help you with the solution, right? So therefore, to get access, you need to cleanse yourself from this energy of looking at something for this. Or maybe you hope. No, I don't think. No, and I was like, no, I don't get that. It's just, you know, maybe you hope for some sort of teamwork. No, I don't. At this point, I don't think at all. Not at all. It's just this, it's a frustration of, I do not want to work in teamwork. I don't want to have help. I want to do it myself. Right? Just to prove it to yourself somehow, right? You wanna do it for yourself somehow. And you don't want someone else to come in and help you with this, because then this also might mean that they have a saying in your creation somehow, and you don't want that. You want to do it all yourself. And I think at this point it's also good because you just want to prove it to yourself, right? You want to prove it to yourself. So, but it's in your something. It's in, and with nature and communication, I'm really getting this. Okay, let go of this for at least for a while. Let it sit there, and the solution comes in. The communication, the solution comes in, and it really looks like spirit, because there's the aura, right? So you are getting help from spirit, and it feels to me like you're thinking about an idea, how to do something, how to pull something off, right? And you're thinking about it, and you're like, oh, what do I need to do? Because it seems to me that the current situation you're in is just not, well, it needs certain developments so you can proceed, right? And you're thinking about it, and just the guidance is just to let it go, right? Let it go, and then you will get access. It's just wash it off you. Go take a shower, wash it off you, and then you get access. And communication comes in. And it's going to be really good. Like, really good. It's just that this chewing on a problem until it's getting, you know, it's really underlying anger somehow, right? Really angry energy. So, and therefore I think, or maybe some, you know, with this teamwork, was what I was getting is also maybe if someone says something, you might be getting angry because you want to do it yourself somehow, right? So therefore, if you want to do it, I think, okay, your teamwork, what you are looking for is a teamwork with spirit and not with embodied birds, right? Yeah, you wanna work with spirit and also pull things off in the real world. It's this, yeah, you're offering your services, but they have to pay off. Otherwise, what? It's not sustainable. And what does spirit want from you in a way, right? It's this almost getting angry at the position you are in, because you've been working. I think you are working so hard, and it comes to the point where you're also thinking about your own beliefs, and you're like, am I too to the belief that you have to work hard to achieve things? It could be that you're also looking at manifestation exercises, and they're like, yeah, it will fly to you, or something that I'm saying, maybe even is, yeah, wash it off. You don't think about it, and the solution will come. I just feel an energy looking at me with this very annoyed, like, this very annoyed view. It's this, are you serious? It's, when you're really frustrated and someone says to you, hey, just chill, walk over a rainbow, look at the clouds, and then walk back, and then everything is fine. It's too happy. It's this, you don't know. You just don't know, right? You are so frustrated you just don't want to hear it, I think. Yeah, but it's also, if you look at yourself, when you think about, well, if I shouldn't be too concerned and just let nature do its job, it should all fly naturally into my lap. Why isn't it not happening? But that's the thing, if you focus on this, why is it not happening, then it will not happen. And okay, so I think what you are doing is you just let it go, right? Just let it go, ignore the problem. That's the thing, don't even think about it, right? Just don't think about it for a time. I know it might be, maybe you're in a somewhat pressure situation where all you can think about is just this, because you really want to solve the problem for yourself, right? You want to see the light, right? But if you look at this bird is just looking in this direction, and up there's all the light, right? So yeah, you just let it go for a while. And it might be hard for you. Maybe you are really a type of person who really needs to be doing a lot of things a lot of time, for just because of the urge to get things sorted somehow, right? It's just when you have some sort of issue laying around and you want to solve it, and you want to work, but you don't even relax, never again, never, because you're always in your head about this issue, and this causes the issue to still stay there, or to block the solution from yourself, because you're always you're always just looking at the issue. Yeah, so guidance is to let it go. Silence. Yeah. And roots. Okay. Yeah, so silence, that's to wrap this up, okay? And the roots, I think, is also thinking about your own beliefs and what. There's something in your head, some sort of weird spiral that you need to think about. That you will find the solution when you are in silence and letting it go for a while, just because there is some sort of spiral in your head. I think this is this type of situation where you chew on a problem for so long until you get angry and frustrated and all of that, right? And then you just give up. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy the silence, right? And then it comes in communication, the idea, and it's an idea, or it will really light up your mood. It's this, oh, now I know. When you have an idea and you really know that this is it, that's it, no doubt about it, no doubt. It says, yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. But it could also be when you just relax, drink a cup of coffee or tea or whatever, and suddenly things turn out the way you want to, just because you have mentally, because it's all about mental creation, mentally, the light up there, right? It's again, if you see the light bulbs here and the silence, it's the same, it's a little bit like that. So it's this, the solution comes in, you're like, oh yeah, okay, makes sense. Oh. Right, yeah. So for you, clearly there's something on the way that will blow your mind, I think. It will turn all the light switches on. It's like your light switch is currently a little bit off. And when your light switches get turned on, because you are chill enough to allow this, then you know what to do next, right? So it's just allowing this for yourself for at least a time, and this idea is really or the development. It really feels like, because it seems in teamwork or something like that. It could be also that that something is coming in where you are, which surprises you somehow also in a good way, where you are like, oh yeah, it's not about teamwork, it's more about your spirit team helping you overcoming something. Because of the birds, and they come. So you do get help, right? You do get help by but it is like, when you, for example, when you have an issue and you want a solution, you think about it, then you are blocking the way for the communication to come in. It's this when you sit in, when you just let it go for a while, and then the window can be opened, because at the moment you're just closing the window. And if you open the window, the bird can come in. Right? Yeah. So, and therefore, but it really feels like you're also kind of with this knife here. I'm always, when I'm drawn to this knife, it's just you're ready to fight almost. Yeah, because I think what you are currently doing is fighting upstream, to swim upstream, and you need to find a way to swim with the current, right? So that's the issue when you are sitting in a problem and you are getting aggressive and you want to solve it somehow. You just need to let it go, when you are swimming, literally, then just get out of this water and don't swim at all, for a time at least. And then the solution comes in, it's automatic. It's spirit helping you with something. Yeah, if you see that, the beak is closed, right? Sitting in nature, and then the communication comes in with the open beak, right? It's and there's this magical bowl. I don't know what this is, but it looks to me, you could think that you leave this bowl out there, but it seems to me that this bowl is being brought to you somehow. Well, it's a good development, I think, right? It's just, it just wanted to say that you should relax a little bit. Just get out of this problem in your head and just enjoy life for a minute at least. If you can do that. It really feels like you're carrying this problem with you, so a problem, or wanting to find a solution. Yeah. And it comes very soon, right? So don't you worry. Let your fears dissolve. Okay. And go wild. Okay. Yeah, see, so that's a guidance. That's a nice one, right? And also the lion always wants to look at confidence somehow, right? And fear. It's Cancer is like taking one step forward and 2 steps backwards, right? that might be how you feel, but I already know who this reading is for. It's for Aquarius, actually. So, but there's the water, right? Yeah, so for you, it's really like the guidance is to relax and also go wild, because if you're currently in the spiral of trying to find a solution for a problem, you are only, it's not even a spiral. It doesn't feel like a spiral. It's more like a loop, and you want to leave the loop and create a spiral upwards somehow, right? So therefore you just go wild with your life a little bit, right? So maybe switch things up a bit, go, when you go a certain way, I don't know, to work or somewhere, always the same path, take a different path and, switch things up externally if you cannot do it in your mind. And then the solution comes in immediately. Because you are changing the way you are always doing it, right? Or maybe just clean up. Is this clean? Oh yeah, maybe if you do something differently, it's like, yeah, so it really wants to look at, why did I get clean up? Why did I get clean up? Silence. Oh yeah, it's the mental construct, the mental. What you are doing with this, you are, when you walk a different path, you are cleaning up some. It's really interesting. So if you walk somewhere, always the same route, right? And you go there with a different route. You're still walking, so basically you are still doing the same thing, but you're doing it in a different way, right? The solution comes immediately. Immediately, because you are cleaning up. It's a clearing up. Yeah, that's why I was... Oh yeah, because I didn't understand what do they mean with cleaning up, right? No, it's clearing. You're clearing the way, right? Because you're allowing a new way to come in, right? So just switch it up a bit. Might sound mundane and not important, but it is actually. So it just wants to give you that. And if you can go totally wild, well, I know it's not that easy these days, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna pull another Moonology card also, just to wrap it all up. Your dreams need a practical plan. And a win-win outcome is forecast. Da-da. Yeah, so it really wants to look at this practical plan thing is a problem, I think, right? And therefore, you can just let it go and trust somehow. Trust that the outcome is going to happen. As I said, just take those bits that resonate with you and don't look at me like I'm a freaking hippie who is too chill, because it really felt like in the middle of the reading, it felt like someone was staring at me like, are you serious? Like, this is... So, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it just... Oh, that's all it needs, right? And what I'm also getting... you don't need to work this hard. So, okay. Okay, so additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye-bye.